Today on the show, we have the 2025 Nissan Murano, and we're gonna do 5 good, 5 bad on this thing because, well, guess what? Every car has a couple flaws, and this one's no exception. It does have a few flaws, so let's get into those right now. Number one thing that is actually good to me, and this one kind of, till I saw it, wasn't gonna be a good thing, is actually the design of this thing. I think this thing looks fantastic. It's taken me to see it in person to understand what they've got going on here. I love, look at the small lights in there. It's just, I call this the Blade Runner car, man, because it reminds me of something we would have saw in Blade Runner, except it doesn't fly. But all the little fun touches, the hidden logos and all this, I just love the design. It carries all the way through. The back of this thing flows really, really well. And I have to say, in a world where everything looks the same, this one is pretty rad. Good job, Nissan. There's always a bad, and number one bad thing for me are these wheels. I don't dig, are they cheese shredders? What are they doing there, man? For what the vehicle is, it doesn't flow well for me. I would like to see something a little less complicated, and it doesn't work for me. So that's a bad one. Now for the next good thing, seating comfort. These seats are awesome. Nissan's always done a fantastic job with their seats. They sit comfortable. They look amazing. I have to say, they look, other than maybe I'd like a black in this, they look fantastic. Heating, cooled, and massaging seats. That's pretty freaking rad. One thing that kills me that any manufacturer does is they put gloss stuff everywhere. Now, luckily there's not really any chrome in this, and if you were in the Infiniti, like the QX60, they blind you. There's so much chrome in this thing, which thank you, Nissan, for not doing that. But that doesn't mean there's not some flaws in this thing, because, well, they've gone, instead of chrome, they've gone to black gloss. And the black gloss looks great, but guess what? Look at the fingerprints everywhere. They're just everywhere, all over the buttons. Here, look, you can kind of see it's kind of just dirty here. And this is just from light use. This isn't like we've just been hardcore on this thing. Just, you know, the oils from your fingers all over it, which kind of bothers me. It kind of makes my purchase of one of these things not feel as fun as, because I don't want to have to clean all this all the time. So yeah, Nissan, you need to do better than this. Speaking of doing better, look back there. Look at all that cargo space. They've really done an outstanding job of when the seats are up, they look great and they're comfortable. But guess what? Dad might need to run to Home Depot. And I feel like I have a truck bed back there. There's so much cargo room that I can go to Home Depot or I can go to Best Buy, because, you know, we all need that big screen TV. I got plenty of room for it back there. As we're in the interior of this vehicle, number 3 bad thing is this right here. I am not a fan of push button anything. I like a shifter back here. Obviously, it would clutter up this just a little bit. Now, we do have good cup storage and a little extra pocket here, maybe throw your key in there, but I do not like this at all. Now, would I adapt to it? 100% I'll adapt to it. And I know some manufacturers, you know, you got the Genesis with the ball that rolls around. This is just getting to be a jumble mess, and every manufacturer is trying to spin their own way on it. And I feel like Tech Bro has gotten involved into the cars now, because there's lots of tech. Look how smooth this is. This is fun. This, not so much. So I'm gonna ding it there. Now, as we're finish up in the interior, cameras. Once again, you push the camera button, look what pops up. And Nissan's done one hell of a job. Look, it's saying, hey, you're kind of close to something. They've done one hell of a job with their camera selections. Look at this. I love that. Look, side views over here. We got the front view. Oh, wait, maybe I want a 360 view. And look at that. We've got it. Look at all, you can turn all these cameras on or off. Or look, push that one. Look. Bam, gives you the side view. Oh, how close am I on the driver's side? Bam, now you can see it. Well, what about that back corner? Because that is that's important. That's the blind spots a lot of times where, you know, you can run into something or people. Okay, bam, got it. There's our rear view. Bam, front view. Look at that. And it does a fairly good job mapping it out. I do like, too, that it's actually the color of the vehicle that we have here. But look at that, bam, there's your view there. Here's the view I was very impressed with. And this is kind of, I'm gonna call it the car wash view. Because look, you see through the vehicle, which is very nice and super handy. And look, you turn the wheels, everything turns with it, which is nice. And this is, I was at a drive-thru the other day and I wanted to get super close to the drive-thru, and guess what? I was able to, and the person did not have to dive out the drive-thru window to hand me my stuff. Very nice. I really do like that view right there. But once again, the 3D view of this, look, push it, watch this. This is awesome. And I know Toyota and some of the other brands have that, but guess what? They force you into this where you don't have an option. Look at it, right back to where it goes. Once again, I'm gonna push it one more time just because it's fun. This is probably one of my most impressive features of this vehicle is the cameras. And there you go. Now, another feature that I'm just not into was kind of color choices. Now, the outside of this thing, the tuxedo, the white with the white pearl with the black, fantastic. But interior-wise, let's check this out. You've got these beautiful, and I mean beautiful seats in there that you look at. I love this. I love that diamond pattern, looks great. They're all perforated because you got heated and cooled seats in this thing. I just not a fan of this green. It reminds me of the 90s for some reason. And you remember those old Taco Bells from the 90s, the kind of crazy colors? Kind of remind me of that. Would I grow to probably love it? Of course I would. They did carry it at least around. It's just not like they gave us the seats and that's it. So all the center console and everything is all kind of matching colors. But I'm just not big on this kind of greenish blue. I don't know, man. And once again, the back seats are the same way. That carries all the way through. But at Nissan, I would have liked to seen a black or maybe a gray or some other kind of seat in this thing. And so I got a dinghy on that one. Well, the good is, how many times have you been in the back seat of one of these nice, just say you're in your friend's SUV, you're in the back, and well, hey, my butt's cold. What's going on? Guess what? Nissan fixed that one. You actually have heated seats in the back of this thing, which is a plus. And remember, the price point of this vehicle, mid $50,000. This is unusual to see in a mid $50,000 price range. Of course, you get your USB-Cs there as well. A lot of times, and especially with Nissan in the past, they've kind of forgotten about the people back here. And even design-wise, they carried the designs. Look at the plush seats all the way through. Very nice. They've done 100% a great job of carrying everything through the front to the back. And I appreciate that because, hey, you know, it's not just kids that ride in the back of this thing. Sometimes it's adults, your friends. You don't want your friends to go, man, they got a badass car, but the back of this thing just sucked. So I think they've done an excellent job. I feel comfortable back here, and especially when it's chilly, I can turn the heated seats on. Good job, Nissan. And finally, the last ding on this thing is horsepower. Now, I would have liked a little bit more. Now, the 4-cylinder of this thing does excellent. I've driven it on the on-ramp, off-ramp, does excellent. But we live in a world where small engines are getting to be pretty high horsepower. For God's sakes, this one over here is 450 horsepower. But I would have liked to seen this in the 300 range and still get the good fuel economy, that's the balance to this, right? You want good fuel economy, but you want to get up and go. 240 horsepower in this thing, not bad. It really it does feel comfortable. I just I don't want for much, but I would like just a little bit extra. So I gotta ding it for that just a little bit. Ultimately, you're gonna have a lot of fun in this vehicle, but I'm used to more high performance vehicles, so I would like just a little more performance. Overall, yeah, there's a couple flaws with this thing, but they're not like, oh my God, this is a terrible car. This thing is quite amazing, and the $50,000, I can't say it enough, mid $50,000 price range for this beautiful thing, that's a good deal. Especially go price the Lexus, go price some of the others with the same features, some of the higher ends, and you're gonna be in the $70,000 price range. So I think this is a winner, and I think you will too. So yes, there's 5 good and always 5 bad to these things, but overall, I'm gonna give this thing an A+, and I think you should too. So in the comments, let me know, what do you think? What were your flaws about this? Have you seen this thing? Are you like, hey, the design or the seating, anything like that? Let me know in the comments below. So whether it be 2-wheel drive, 4-wheel drive, this badass little Murano, I feel a little Italian coming in out of me there, that I got to drive thanks to Nissan. I appreciate it. This has been your All Terrain Nation. I'm your host, David Lloyd, and we're out. Peace, everybody. Love y'all.